Hi and welcome back to my channel Just Be. Yes, that is me, and no, I'm not a chef. I'm just trying to set the tone for the video today. Basically, I've cooked for a long time. I love cooking and I've learned a lot about our feelings and how that meshes with the food that we make, and not just about anything we touch. So yeah, as you can see, I am living my best life as a chef for this picture, and there's a reason for that. Our mood heavily affects how we cook and what we cook, how it turns out basically, and that's what I'll be discussing today in this video. So let's talk about the power of emotion. Okay, let's begin with Storm, full of energy and spunk. Alright, let me try that again. Here we have Storm, full of energy and pizzazz and wow. But I'm sure if she was to give you one of those electrical stares, it would be over for you. And then if we look at Cyclops, he also had an evil stare that, hey, you'd be dust by the time he's finished looking at you. Alright, okay, I'll just use that as an excuse to show some marvel, but you get my drift. And my drift is this: wherever we direct our feelings and our touch, it is heavily infected by it in some way, to some degree. Take for example the wonders of pregnancy. Wonderful, eh? When a woman's in a foul mood, which can be more often than not, let's be honest, the baby's affected. Whatever mood that woman's in, the baby's going to feel it. And we can't be harming the little babies now, can we? And on that note, let's look at emotion and its power. Yes, it's powerful, but you know what's more powerful? Our control. We can very much control our emotions. So any target that we have, that's definitely our responsibility to take on. It's always a better idea just to join up, hold hands, live in happiness, find harmony within yourself, because energy is hella powerful. Now the examples I'm going to give today are going to have to be a bit specific, because you know, energy and emotion could be many things, anything from magic to kinetic science, in other words, fighting. So I'm going to focus on food, I think. Okay, so the majority of my family are from Jamaica, and that's the food I'm mainly accustomed to. And out of many one people comes many traditions, and one of those traditions is a belief that you can have hands that make things swell. For example, dumplings, which is pretty much boiled flour with a bit of salt. And then there's another favourite dish, which is rice and peas. And I'm not talking about this rice and peas, and definitely not this jerk rice / peas / don't know what the hell's going on. Another belief by some Jamaicans, which was told to me around 15 years ago by a Jamaican chef, and no, not this Jamaican chef, but I would love to have put his face out there. He suggested the idea that men are better cooks, and I can tell you at the time I wasn't hearing that. So for my sisters, you know, we get down in the kitchen, but, and this is a big but, no pun intended, if we fast forward years later to today, yes, now, with a new perspective, women can be absolutely bonkers. And I'll tell you what, we are quite hormonal and emotional by nature, and that's not healthy around food or any natural resource. Stay away from the utensils. That's my advice when you're in a foul mood. The best help I can offer is, yeah, stay away from food when you're in a bad mood. And yeah, get some advice from this guy. Look at that big lovely smile. Try it sometime. Your mood will be better, your food will be better. What more could you want? Now watch this clip on how our energy can affect water. And here's another clip on how our energy can affect rice.
Dr. Emoto has conducted another interesting experiment. He placed rice into 3 glass beakers and covered it with water. And then every day for a month, he said, "Thank you" to one beaker, "You're an idiot" to the second, and the third one he completely ignored. After 1 month, the rice that had been thanked began to ferment, giving off a strong, pleasant aroma. The rice in the second beaker turned black. And the rice that was ignored began to rot. Dr. Emoto thinks that this experiment provides an important lesson, especially with regard to how we treat children. We should take care of them, give them attention, and converse with them. Indifference does the greatest harm.
Tell some dreamy story, but almost.
I of course decided to conduct my own little science experiment with rice, and I spoke in one dish with love, and another I didn't really say anything or pay any attention, and the third I said a lot of hateful things. Oh my god, it was awkward. But hey, let's see what happened. Alright, so today's day 3 and we're going to look at the results because yeah, I've got to kind of put this video out. So if we look at, let's start with love, I guess. There's definitely something going on there, but yeah, it seems alright. But there's some yellowing going on. Alright, let's look at hate. Hate's definitely got more moldy. If you look, it's even going grey now, it's gone beyond yellow. Look at that one bit right there as well at the back. But what was really interesting was that nothing seemed to be the healthiest rice. You know, my assumption would have been that love would have been fluffy and white, but no, it looks like if we just leave things alone, it's left in its best condition. So all that talking, you know, doesn't necessarily matter, I guess, because it's our feelings that count. Yeah. So nothing was the healthiest rice, not love. Imagine that. Well, there you have it. Not a crazy amount of difference, but enough for me to go ahead and continue with this video, eh? Yeah, our energy affects food and everything. Have that. So, in terms of just be very careful of who you target your energy at and your emotions. It's that simple. You know, there'll always be those moments in life when we'll lose control, but that's the point. Losing control. We have control. You've got to learn to view things differently. See the delicacy in life. See the fragility of life, you know. How would you handle a newborn baby, for example? And maybe that should be a stepping stone as to how we should be approaching each other. Now, to wrap this up, I've got to go back to the subject of food. When we're eating out, wherever that is, away from home, hygiene is not the only thing you've got to be careful of. Again, whether we're eating out, we're at a friend's house, or hell, it could be gourmet. We've got to be very careful of who's the cook. They could be in an absolute foul mood, or maybe they may not even have your best interests at heart. Make sure your cook is damn near in love with you before you eat from them. Alright, okay, I've exaggerated just a little. I'm guilty of eating out all the time. Well, not all the time, some of the time. But my point is, I have a good look at my surroundings before I eat. You know, it's not just hygiene. It's the energy of the waiter serving you. You know, sometimes if you're lucky you can get a sneak peek at the kitchen and you can get a glimpse of who's cooking your food. again, when you go to people's homes to eat, same sort of thing. If we take this idea of healthy eating, yeah, just add that to your concept. Healthy eating does not just mean what you eat, it's where you eat and who you eat from. So yeah, thanks for watching. Peace. Thanks for watching Just Be. Please subscribe, like if you like, click the bell for more videos, and please comment, because what you have to say is so important with what I'm trying to do here, and you will inspire my future videos, trust me. And follow me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter and Gmail, and let's keep this conversation flowing. Peace.